Amnesia is a huge thing to go accusing someone of.
She's been acting really weird. There are 2 boxes of benzos missing.
I happen to like marshmallows, especially the thoughtful ones.
I've kind of got myself into this situation where I think someone's into me and I want to put them off.
She's a con artist. It is all an act. That is all.
At least I've got a bottle to get it wrong.
Constance Beecham,
I'm arresting you on suspicion of the murder of Alfred Maxwell.
Murder, Connie, I don't understand. Who'd have called them?
Okay, everybody, listen up. Today is just another day. We've all had a bit of a shock. And I know it's hard. We're missing a member of our team. But life goes on. In Mrs. Beecham's absence, Dr. Zoe Hannah will be acting as clinical lead. However, she will be in meetings for most of the day. If you need anything, I will be your port of call. Everybody happy? Okay, great. Class dismissed.
I don't like it, Lofty. It feels weird, like spooky.
You right?
Yeah, but feel my hand.
What?
Feel my hand. Feel it. It feels cold. My hands never feel cold.
Oh, maybe you should have a day off for the shock. I always knew there was something very odd about Mrs. Beecham.
Whatever we're all thinking, let's keep it to ourselves.
Connie? Got held up. What did I miss?
I thought you were taking the day off today.
Why would I do that?
It was fairly monumental yesterday.
Was it? It's another day in the life of Dr. Knight. Hang on, there's a joke in there somewhere. Day, night.
You can say all that, but I know you better, so...
Ah, Nibbles. It's so serious all the time.
Think she did it? You're good at that kind of thing.
I thought it was innocent until proven guilty.
Or guilty till proven guilty?
So how's your little situation? Given her the elbow yet?
Sort of no. It's not my kind of thing, Max.
Lofty, I told you yesterday. You go in hard and fast. In, out, wham, bam, good night, thanks for the cheese.
What cheese?
It's an expression of mine.
What kind of cheese?
This is the bit where I say we need to have a serious conversation.
I might have known you'd take her side.
I asked you to wait. I wanted to talk to Connie. Can you tell me this isn't personal? Because I'm aware she wanted you out of the department. Answer me.
It has nothing to do with that. If it had been Robin, Ethan, Lofty, I still would have made that call. It has nothing to do with Connie. It's about what she did.
No. It's about what you say she did.
Open your eyes, Charlie. She killed Alfred. I did what any responsible person would have done.
I'm injured.
What's happened?
Blood blister. It needs immediate attention.
Oh, straight into Rhesus with that. Rita, how did the pep talk go?
Yeah, pretty good. I think everything's going to be fine.
Any problems, don't hesitate to call me.
Yeah, there won't be.
I'm not going to die, am I?
Oh, I can't make any promises.
How did you sleep?
This is a farce. I want to talk to someone.
I want to talk to you. Look at us getting along already.
Someone above your pay grade.
I need to ask you some questions first.
I'm the one that needs the answers.
Now, are Are you sure you don't want a brief, Doctor?
Mrs. Beecham, I'm a surgeon.
You're gonna have fun with this one.
Okay, this is Laura Mellin, 16 years old. She's been involved in a house fire in Farmead Estate. She's got burns to her hands and her arms, possible carbon monoxide poisoning and smoke inhalation. Right, there's another one on the way in, lads. She's got a GCS of 15, a RES of 20, pulse is 90, BP is 120 over 80 with SATs of 96 on high flow oxygen. She's had 5 of morphine and 5 of nebulized salbutamol. Okay.
Where's Joey? He fell. You've got to get him.
No, it's all right, darling. Is any other ambulance?
I need to see him. I need to know he's all right.
No, Laura. Lofty, stop her!
Joey!
Whoa.
Joey, can you hear me? Come on, you need to be assessed.
Laura?
Right here. I'm not leaving you.
We need to get you back into research.
Come on, we can't treat you out here.
We need to get him assessed now. Straight through, please.
Please.
Whoa. Take 2. Let's get you back on the bed. Good girl.
As I was saying, right, I need a venous blood gas for carboxyhemoglobin levels and PaO2 levels. And can I also get a chest x-ray, please? I assume you got all that, Lofty?
Word for word.
You okay?
It's nothing.
Well, come and find me later. I'll give you the once over.
Okay, Joey. The paramedics are a bit concerned about injuries to your chest and heels, so we're gonna have a proper look at you.
That doesn't sound good. Let's worry about you first.
This interview is being recorded. I am Detective Inspector Hartley. Also present are...
Detective Sergeant Billings.
Would you introduce yourself, please?
Are you serious?
What is the law?
Mrs. Constance Beecham.
Thank you. This interview is being conducted in an interview room in Holby South Police Station. The time is 9:32 a.m. And for the record, Mrs. Beecham has declined legal representation. It is Mrs. Beecham, isn't it? Or should it be Miss Chase? You're divorced.
Is that relevant?
Oh, I didn't mean to sound insensitive. I just wanted to check we were using the right name, that's all. Mrs. Beecham, we are questioning you with regard to the death of Alfred Maxwell. You were the last person to see him alive, is that correct?
Hardly. He was admitted to the emergency department yesterday morning, so lots of people would have seen him.
I mean, before that, in the care home?
Well, after I left, the staff would have seen and tended to him, so technically you're way off.
But the night before he died, you did go to see him, yes?
Yes, I did.
Did you visit often?
A few times.
Much as a few.
I didn't count.
I did. This is the visitor's book from the care home. You signed in 19 times in the last 4 weeks. But one of a few, wouldn't you say? Alfred must have been glad you came round so often. How was his state of mind?
He was dying, so he was hardly on top of the world.
And how about your state of mind? How did you feel when he died?
What do you mean?
Were you upset?
Of course.
Did you take time off work?
No.
A little bit of a break, perhaps? Let it sink in?
Well, I probably did. Yes, I took a moment or two.
I have a transcript here of an interview with Miss Louise Tyler.
So, Mrs. Beecham must have been pretty cut up about Mr. Maxwell.
Obviously, but not that she'd let on.
No?
Well, she's the model professional.
What, you're saying she didn't react?
No, I'm saying she carried on working.
What, as if nothing had happened?
That's just the way she is. And that's exactly the way you want a doctor to be. You want them to be on their game at all times.
But this is supposedly a good friend. You're saying she didn't bat an eyelid?
I've learned to control my emotions.
Oh, but this was a friend, a man you'd come to care for.
Do you know what? Feel free to end this charade whenever you like.
Max
Maximum of 14 years. It's longer than they thought.
Porridge for Beecham.
You really think she's a murderer?
I believe the term is assisted suicide, and no, I don't think she's the type.
So you know the type, do you? So which one of those is the type then, eh?
You sound like you want her to be guilty.
It's good in you, no?
I don't like the woman. Never have done. She's arrogant, she looks down her nose at everyone, and I can't stand the snob me.
We kept that quiet.
And it's just as well. I might have joined Alfred in the morgue.
That's out of order.
Billie Jane Lowe?
Oh, look at that, Mac, you see? Now Beecham's gone, the world's a much better place. Excuse me?
I thought he was dead, but I couldn't see. There was so much smoke. He's gonna be all right, isn't he?
Okay, I'm quite happy that you haven't injured your neck, but you have fractured your sternum. So we're going to sit you up. I want you to keep as still as possible until I can see exactly what damage has been done. Would you like any more pain relief? Yeah, dose me up. Robin, could you repeat the ECG for me and add on a troponin level to his bloods, please? When you landed, do you remember pitching forward at all? Yeah, I did. I think I landed on some bricks.
I tried to get out through the window. Joey went first, but he slipped.
I told you not to come round.
I couldn't help myself.
I said, didn't I? I'd see you after.
After what?
Just after.
Okay, I thought we'd take the scenic route.
What are you doing?
Moving you to cubicles.
Oh, I want to stay here. I'm afraid we need the space. Joey!
Laura!
Joey!
You right? Right, Joey, you really need to stay still, please. Let's give him 10 of morphine and 50 of cyclazine. And can we make sure we keep him on the O2, please?
Laura!
Mum!
Darling, what on earth happened?
Your daughter was in a fire. She had a few burns and a bit of smoke inhalation.
The school rang me. They said you hadn't shown up. I've been worried sick. I've been phoning everyone.
All right, just please give her a moment. She's probably still in shock, okay?
Laura!
Well, those poor kids were lucky to get out alive. Fire crew reckon it was arson, some idiot shoving stuff through the letterbox.
Well, it's a pretty rough estate, and I wouldn't want to live there.
Arson? Yeah, that's what they're thinking. So I'm still trying to work out who grassed Connie up.
What does it matter? Police are dealing with it now, and that's that.
Yeah, well, it must have been a tough call to make.
Man died, Dixie.
Sweetheart, I'm confused. How did you end up in that house?
I was walking past and saw that there was a fire.
Why were you even in the area?
I didn't fancy school. Went for a walk.
If you're not happy at school, you need to tell me.
It's not just school, Mum.
So, you saw this fire and you just ran in?
I thought I heard someone yelling for help.
I'm shaking. Look at me. I could have lost you.
I've got a patient for you when you get a mo.
I won't be far away.
What would I do without you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I thought Connie'd be out by now.
Well, I've got a friend down at the Nick. I'm going to ring him in a bit.
Do you think she did it?
What, you mean helped a friend?
Is that the line you're taking?
Well, that's the line you and I took with Megan.
Don't. I still feel guilty every day of my life.
All I can say is Megan reached out to us, and we helped a very dear friend. Do you think she'd want to see us rotting in jail for that?
There are laws, Charlie.
Yes, and there are people. People who don't care what legislation is written down in a book somewhere. They just want to find peace.
So let me get this straight. Alfred is brought in and you fail to resuscitate him.
He had a DNR. For the uninitiated, that means do not resuscitate.
So he comes in and you stand back and let him die.
He was already dying of severe pneumonia. I did everything I could. It was a losing battle, so I caught it.
You put him out of his misery.
It wasn't a dog at the vet's.
Did he ask you to the night before? Did he say he wanted it to end?
Not at all.
How much did he offer you in return?
Offer me?
Or did you ask for payment?
It's outrageous.
Is it? This is Alfred's will. He changed it a few days before he died. You got 30 grand coming your way, Mrs. Beecham.
If those were his wishes, those were his wishes.
You don't look surprised.
As a matter of fact, I'm very touched that he would do such a thing.
You're not surprised because you knew about the will.
I didn't know anything about it.
How did the conversation go? Give me an incentive and I'll end this living death for you.
£30,000 would not change my life in any measurable way.
Everyone has their price.
I didn't know about the will.
He wanted an end to his misery. You said no at first.
Well, of course I said no.
So you had that conversation? You're telling me you talked openly about how he would die. Am I right? Yes or no?
They were just words.
Tell me, how often do you see your daughter? She's in New York, right? Bet it costs a fortune flying back and forth.
How much does a consultant earn?
More than me, that's for sure.
But, I mean, enough to cover flights back and forth to America?
Depends if you upgrade or not. Sorry, is there a point to this? It's just, I've had a very long and difficult day.
Does Mrs. Beecham visit her daughter a lot?
I'm afraid you're asking the wrong person. We're really not that close.
Well, can you see her travelling economy?
Mrs. Beecham definitely turns left when she gets on a plane. Is that everything?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
That's okay. At least the bed's comfortable. Yes?
I'm Lofty. Staff Nurse Lofty. I mean, Staff Nurse Chilton. Lofty's my surname. Nickname.
Okay.
I knew a guy who used to live on your estate.
Yeah,
He was desperate to move.
I know the feeling. I didn't like Laura coming round that. Managed to get myself on a list for a move, though.
Oh, that's exactly what he did, but it was difficult. There were so many people wanting a place to live and families and all that.
Yeah, they said it'd be a while.
Well, hopefully not now, now that you're homeless.
Hi, can I help?
I'd like to see that boy.
Sorry, can you wait in reception? please?
Laura's all I've got.
All right, you're not actually allowed in here.
And she almost died. Do you understand that?
If you don't leave, we're going to have to call security.
I could have lost her. And I could never have forgiven you for that.
Right, madam, please. This way.
I'm sorry about that.
Laura just showed up, completely out of the blue. It was the worst timing ever.
Excuse us.
What are you doing?
I just talked to my friend at the police station, find out what's going on.
And?
And I thought Connie would be out by now. Connie should be out by now.
She's guilty, Charlie.
You have to retract your statement.
What?
You need to phone up the police, tell them you made a mistake. This has gone too far now.
Do you fancy her or something?
Are you serious? That is way out of order.
Okay, I'm sorry, Charlie, but I just can't think of any other reason why you won't face the facts.
I've got this patient. She's been waiting ages.
Well, I'm a bit backlogged right now, I'm afraid.
Well, if it helps, she's gorgeous.
What? Why would you say that?
Just giving you incentive.
Rather you didn't.
Cow, it's me. I know what you like.
How's she doing?
Getting there.
If only she hadn't skipped school, eh?
That certainly won't be happening again.
I hope so. I was always bunking off. Mind you, I did all right.
Laura is a straight-A student. All right is for lesser creatures.
Sorry for the delay. Blimey.
I think the tattoo's been infected. She's developed a cellulitis.
Yeah, I think. Okay, how's the temp?
Pretty high, 38.2.
Okay, let's start some treatment. IV antibiotics for now, and then move her on to oral. Hopefully that'll clear up the next few days. Do you mind if I check your glands to see if they're swollen?
Yeah.
Thanks.
You haven't said if you like it or not.
The tattoo? Yeah, it's great.
You should have followed the tattoo parlour's instructions and kept it covered. These things can need gentle cleaning.
I was trying to take a photo of it.
A photo?
Yeah, I need to show someone.
Well, and it couldn't wait.
No. He's emigrating.
Alfred thought a lot of you.
And how would you know that? Did you hire a medium?
I didn't need to. To Connie.
I can read.
The machine can't. So for the benefit of the record, I'm showing Mrs. Beecham an inscription written by Alfred Maxwell. It clearly states, to Connie, thanks for everything.
We were close.
Look at the book again. Thanks for everything. According to you didn't do anything. You just visited a few times. So what would make him write that particular message? You do absolutely nothing, and he goes and writes that.
Before you get carried away, he lost the use of his fingers a few weeks ago, so he couldn't have written that recently.
So what? You planned that ages ago.
We didn't plan anything.
Now, come on. You helped him on his way. You know you did.
I just used to talk to him.
Well, despite the fact he'd lost the ability to speak.
Well, we had an alphabet system. It was laborious, but we managed.
Now, what worries me is you might have misinterpreted his intentions.
I didn't.
So you did know what he wanted?
Yes, but I refused to consider it.
Ah, but you did consider it, didn't you? Tell me about Mr. Eric Griffin.
What's he got to do with this?
You were both suspended over an incident with a patient.
That was years ago, and nothing came of it.
How hard did you try to save Alfred?
As hard as I would anyone else.
Well, that's interesting. Because I have an interview here from a Mr. Mackenzie Chalker.
And then she told everyone to step away.
And you were surprised by this?
Not particularly, no. A man had a DNR. It stands for...
Yeah, I know what it stands for. But you're saying that this time she gave up on him even before this DNR was presented?
Yeah, I suppose so. But Mrs. Beecham would never give up on anybody unless he was hopeless. She got too much professional pride.
But this time she told the team to let him go. Correct?
Yeah.
Well, don't you think that's odd for such a dedicated professional? Is that a yes, Mr. Chalker?
I really need to be getting on.
Don't let me stop you.
He was beyond help. I did all I could, but it became apparent that it was pointless.
Why don't you start telling the truth, Mrs. Beecham?
I am.
You assisted Alfred's death.
No.
You told your team to back off because you had a promise to keep.
The blood tests show you haven't suffered any carbon monoxide poisoning, but we'll monitor you for a bit longer before we release you.
When can I see Joey? I'll find out for you now. Robin, can you finish off here? Lily, I've got a patient I'd like you to review.
Listen, I know it's not much, but at least Joey will get moved off that estate.
I hated where he lived.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
We've made plans. If he got moved, then I'd move in with him.
Does your mum know?
What do you think?
I think she'd be pretty upset.
You don't know the half of it. She's a nightmare.
All mums can be.
Not like her. Trust me. When do you think Joey will hit something?
About a new flat?
It's just... I'm packed and ready. Got it all hidden away. I can't wait.
Lofty, Billy Jane's pyrexial, so I'm going to keep on the IV and get her a bed on the ward for observation. All right?
She won't be sending any photos then. I wonder who the bloke is.
I don't know, but he's obviously got the right idea.
What, to emigrate?
Yeah, she's clearly unstable.
More like heartbroken.
Yeah, if women had hearts, I'd be inclined to agree with you.
It's a bit harsh, Cal.
Your face. I'm joking. How we doing, bro?
Better than you are.
Yeah, in your dreams.
Cal?
Alfred wasn't meant to make it to the ED, was he? That must have caught you napping.
I want this interview stopped now.
We can wrap this up any time you like. Just admit to what you did.
I cared for a friend. That is all.
You saw him lying there without much of a life and a light went on.
No.
Put him out of his misery and earn yourself a big Brucey bonus.
We never once spoke about money.
But you did talk a lot, didn't you? And those words turned to actions.
Right, do you know what? I want my solicitor.
I thought you might say that. They all do in the end. Interview with Constance Beecham suspended at 11:35 a.m. pending the arrival of a solicitor, as requested.
Laura can't stop worrying about you. She really loves you, doesn't she? Can't wait to move in with you.
That was the dream. Go have dreams, right?
Yeah, you certainly do. Charlie, can I have a word, please?
Yeah, sure.
I think either Joey or Laura started the fire.
Right. You think so? Can you prove that?
Not 100%, but...
Well, then I suggest you keep it to yourself.
Really?
Yes, really.
They could have died.
What is this? We're all detectives all of a sudden. It's not your job, Robin.
How certain are you?
Well, they've both got pretty big reasons, but I couldn't be totally sure.
We'll make sure, Robin, and I mean make sure. All right?
So the photos for the chap who's emigrating.
I was thinking you could take it for me. On my phone?
Oh, Lofty, I still haven't checked your head yet.
Do you have his number?
I guess you'll find then.
Yeah, of course I do. We're gonna get married.
Oh, you're going with him?
Not quite. I meant, well, we were going to get married. It didn't happen.
I'm sorry.
I was standing at the altar and then he didn't show. Then I got this text. It's gonna be a Christmas wedding. Here we are.
Sorry, but you're not the one for me. Is that all he wrote?
Do you believe in euthanasia?
Can't say I've given it much thought.
Mrs. Beecham, I have here an interview with a colleague of yours, Mr. Charlie Fairhead.
That's someone that talks some sense.
Now, my colleague, D.S. Mangrove, asked, what would you say Mrs. Beecham's
take on euthanasia was?
Next question.
I'd like you to answer this one first.
Well, it's not exactly something you discuss over a cup of coffee, is it?
What, so you've never talked about it?
No.
Why didn't you just tell me that then?
I just did.
No, you immediately went on the defensive.
Not really.
Almost as if you do know the answer.
No.
Mr. Fairhead, I know when someone's ducking a question.
If you say so.
There you go again.
We may have talked.
Recently?
I don't know.
How recently? Mr. Fairhead?
Yesterday.
That's quite a coincidence when you come to think about it.
Not really.
And did she say she was for it? Mr. Fairhead?
She said, under the right circumstances, yes, it was a good idea.
Thank you.
But she's not alone in that. If you ask me, I would probably agree with her. As would half of this hospital.
Yeah. But it's not you we're interested in.
And that's from someone who makes a lot of sense. You just said it yourself. Charlie Fairhead talks honestly and he talks sense.
Feel free to step in.
Not one of your colleagues can corroborate anything you've told me. Can you see where that leaves me?
But that doesn't necessarily make them right.
Mrs. Beecham, we've got everything.
Listen to me. I did not euthanize Alfred. I want this stopped. I've had enough of this persecution.
Just so you know, the police will want to speak to you.
What about?
The fire. They don't think it was an accident.
Darling, the boy in the fire, the one you tried to save.
What about him? What? Mum, what?
I looked in on him.
And?
I'm really sorry, but he died, darling.
Are you sure about that?
The doctor told me, said he was in a bad way.
He can't be dead. No, that's impossible.
I know, it's horrible, but you did your best. You tried to save him, that was all you could do. It's okay, sweetheart. Mum's right here. I've got you.
I'll just be right back.
If you could hurry things along, I think we'd like to go home now.
Hi. Okay, so we're still waiting on a bed for you, but you're gonna have to stay in here for now. That was the rules.
I have to say, I don't really understand the tattoo.
Well, my fiancé will see it.
Right.
And he'll love it.
Sorry, I'm still a bit lost.
I think I know why he got cold feet. He got scared that we'd settle down, not do anything exciting. That'd become this mousy little housewife.
Can't quite picture that somehow.
Well, this will show him. You'll see that I'm nothing like that.
Well, surely he knows that anyway. That's why he proposed, presumably.
Yeah, but he panicked, didn't he?
Right.
And this is me reassuring him.
We should get that photo done then.
Yeah, be quick, because he's flying to Miami. He's got a job there, but I can stop him. I know I can. He still loves me.
Look, don't fob me off.
Only you would use a word like fob.
Cal, I was there. I saw what Taylor did to you, so unfortunately, I'm probably the only person who can help you with this.
Who needs help? Ethan, I'm fine, all right?
No, you're not. You're so far from fine that you're coming back round the other side.
Listen, I'm gonna...
No, you listen. Just accept that you're not always Superman. Yeah, some days you're Clark Kent, and there's nothing you can do about it. Trust me, I know all about that.
When did Joey die?
Sorry?
How did it happen?
Joey's dead. No. He was stable. I sorted that myself.
Clearly not that stable.
Why wasn't I told?
Laura's mum told me.
Oh, I despair of this place sometimes. Whoa.
Leave the door on its hinges.
You're...
Yeah.
Who told you this again?
Come on, easy does it. Let's get your coat on. I've got the car right outside.
Mum?
I'll come back for the rest of your clothes. Main thing is getting you home.
Mum, I want to see Joey.
No, darling, that's not a good idea.
Mum, you don't understand. I was round there.
Shh, we can talk all about it at home.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Manning, you can't do that.
I don't think that's actually for you to say.
It is, actually, and I think it's best she stays here.
That won't be happening.
Look, Dr. Chow's in reception. It will take her 2 minutes to discharge Laura. I would do it myself, but I'm a little busy.
I'll be right back.
Right, come on, we've got to be quick about this.
Oh, sorry.
There's somebody I want you to see.
How's life minus a certain Connie Beecham?
Yeah, it's all right. Apart from Charlie, who's being really off with me.
Now listen, kid, judging by the fact that she's still being questioned, I'd say you were right to call him yesterday.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you, Dixie.
Thank you for calling us, Miss Freeman.
I didn't want to. I didn't feel I had a choice.
You said you had concrete proof.
I ordered a basic toxicology screen on Alfred's bloods. This is the report. It shows benzodiazepines in his system, the same drugs that went missing yesterday.
And this is the same day that Mrs. Beecham last visited Alfred.
She had them in her hand before she went to see him.
Who gave you these?
I'm not at liberty to say. You look worried, Mrs. Beecham. You should be. It's all there in black and white.
Joey!
Hey, you. Right, if you can, keep him from moving, please.
She said... Mum said you were dead. What? She must know about us.
Get away from him.
Excuse me, I have said you can't come in here.
I bet you think you're so clever.
You had no right to tell Laura that.
You think I don't know about you two? You think I haven't seen your little suitcase all packed and ready? You're not leaving home.
Mum! Mrs. Melling.
We're going now.
Leave her alone.
You think you can stop me? You! Come on.
Mum, no!
I said leave. Ah!
Come on.
Right, everybody out now.
Joey!
He's tachycardic.
The hematoma's a lot more pronounced.
Oh, his BP and sats are dropping. His pulse is 140.
Right, we need to do a repeat 12-lead ECG, and I'll do a fast scan of his chest. Did anyone send off cardiac enzymes?
They went up with the bloods.
All right. I definitely saw some non-specific changes on his ECG. He's got a badly fractured sternum, no pneumothorax, but he's becoming dyspneic and tachycardic.
Tamponade?
I'm going to need to do a pericardiocentesis and basically hope I'm right.
You agree this toxicology report reveals benzodiazepine in Mr. Maxwell's system. Those pills went missing, and you...
All right. I admit that I took the tablets. I know it was wrong. It's a really stupid thing to do. But that doesn't mean I killed Alfred.
They got into his system somehow.
Please, you have to believe me. I may have given him 2 tablets, but it was 2 only, I swear.
Just the 2? Or was it more?
No, it was a therapeutic dose. I mean, it was not enough to kill him.
But you had them with you when you visited Mr. Maxwell.
Yes, yep. Yes, I did, and I thought I could go through with it and help him and give him what he wanted, but I couldn't. I backed out. I told him I couldn't do it.
You seriously want me to believe you stopped halfway?
I didn't even get that far. It was just to ease his agitation. It was just 2 pills.
I don't believe you. I think you gave him the lot.
Right. I can prove it. You go to my office. The drawer under my desk. You'll see the blister pack is there. There are 2 missing. The rest is still there. I mean, I don't know how he got the overdose, but it wasn't for me.
Okay, that should be going numb now. Joey, this is the needle I'll be using to drain off what I think is a collection of blood around your heart. Okay?
You okay?
Yes, just need to see it through in my head. All right. Enter below the xiphisternum, posteriorly and anteriorly, aiming towards the tip of the left scapula. All right, Joey, it may feel as if someone's pushing you, but don't worry, we are nearly there, and you're doing great. Robin, could you keep a close eye on the monitor, please? It may show some extreme ST segment changes if I've advanced the needle too far. Oh, come on.
What is it?
It's a lot of swelling and edema around the fracture.
Ah, he's throwing off some V's.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Come on, let's see some. Good. How's he doing?
Yeah, pressure's stabilizing. His pulse is dropping. Nice one.
Great. Could you fast call the cardiothoracic registrar, please? Okay. And you, no more moving.
I'm not coming home with you. No!
Could you keep it down, please? I haven't got anywhere else to go now. His little bedsit is burnt down.
How do you know he lived in a bedsit?
What? I was told.
No one said bedsit. How would you know that? You can't have known unless you've been there.
There you go. Look, you don't need to do this.
Of course I do.
That text message he sent was from someone who doesn't care about what you do. He really doesn't, Billie Jane. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he will.
He's flying to the other side of the world.
I can stop him.
This is a thoughtless, careless message from someone who doesn't deserve you. You're just still in shock about what he did. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You're lovely. I promise you. You need to start believing that.
Really?
100%.
That's just my way of saying thank you.
She did it. My mum, she started the fire.
Okay. Tell you what, it's very quiet down here. What have you done? Drugged them all or something?
Oh, nothing I couldn't handle.
So has it been all right?
It's been better than that. It's been brilliant.
Good. Does someone still need a doctor?
Do you know I'm barely holding it together here?
Well, your prayers have been answered.
Seriously?
Come on, don't be a baby about it.
Actually, I think I might need to lie down for this. I might even need a body warm.
You might feel a small prick.
Anybody heard anything?
So much for believing in people.
What do you mean?
I thought she was one of the good guys. Not the nicest person, but I really couldn't see her doing that.
I told you. No one knows these things.
If you're sure, Laura, then you have to report your mum. You know that, don't you?
She committed a crime, sweetheart.
What would you do?
I'm not you.
She couldn't have known I was in there.
No, but she could have thought that Joey was.
Mrs. Melling.
I only wanted to hold on to her. She's all I've got. Why did you have to go and meet that idiot? I met one just like him once. Laura was the result. He disappeared long before she was born.
What happened this morning?
When I found out she wasn't at school, I knew where she'd be. When I got there, it didn't look like they were in, so I did what I thought was necessary. Get him rehoused. Have him moved away, maybe to another town. Will he be all right?
Just. It was close, though.
I sacrificed everything for Laura. Just so I could be there for her. Keep her safe. Who's going to do that now? It was quick.
I don't think they're here for you.
Feel a bit faint.
Mrs. Beecham's office, please. Oh, hello. Can I ask how it's all going?
I do need to search her office now, please. She's claiming there's pills in there.
Right, well, I've got to attend a meeting, but I can get one of my colleagues to escort you. Louise, would you pay Charlie for me, please?
Would you just give me a second?
You know, the best thing about Superman is Clark Kent.
Really?
Yeah, it's the only chance he gets to be human, so...
Look, you should move back in.
I wouldn't want to put that on you again.
No.
Right, Ethan.
You're coming back. I insist.
Just 3. Rita.
I just needed to get these.
Nope.
Yeah, thanks. That's all I needed to hear.
And?
This way, please.
Excuse me?
Pills weren't there.
What do you mean they weren't there? They have to be yet. It's exactly where I left them.
Mrs. Beecham, we're going to take you to the charge desk now.
No, you need to look again. They were there. I mean, they were.
You taking my advice yet? I didn't need to. I think she got the message.
Yeah. Who got what message?
Little Kathy. She's been mooning over Lofton.
Kathy doesn't fancy you.
Yes! She does?
No, she's engaged.
No, she's been all over him, following him around and everything.
Oh, is this one of your little pathetic male fantasies? You guys think you are so desirable.
Well,
It's true.
fair point. But if she's engaged, either you're lying or... You're kidding. I didn't want to say anything.
What are you two on about?
Right, so I've been giving you advice on how to give someone the elbow, and all this time you were talking about my sister. It's not like that.
You know that I like you.
No. I mean, maybe.
And this is how you choose to deal with it. You know, it's so nice to know that you seem to care so little. There are millions of better ways in which you could have let me down. And yes, I'd have been upset, but we still could have been friends. Guess who doesn't like you anymore?
Happy now? Think you've made a difference?
Constance Beecham, you are charged with the murder of Alfred Maxwell contrary to common law. You do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defense if you do not mention now something you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
What have I done? I could have kept quiet. Talk to her.